Welcome to Occultium Veritas. Again, I'm going to talk about the Book of Abramelin, which is my favorite grimoire because it is like an enigma of grimoires. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But the Book of Abramelin is synonymous with Aleister Crowley. I've researched Aleister Crowley for many years, and this book is synonymous with Boleskine House in Scotland, where he tried to perform this ritual out of the Abramelin, which was basically mistranslated by S.L. Mathers, the former leader of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. He had a French copy that was incomplete. This is now the complete text by Georg Dean, a German occult scholar. This book is actually, manuscripts are in a museum in Germany dating back to 1608, 1609. But again, really weird grimoire. If you read Grimoire Magick, or if you study Grimoire Magick, you always have some kind of a circle, elaborate circle for ceremonial magic. That's not the case in the Abramelin. I'll give you an example here of the Ars Goetia. The Ars Goetia here, summoning of 72 demons. Again, here it is. This is an elaborate magical circle. That's elaborate. So that is the circle and triangle. So there it is. That's the elaborate magical circle that you have to draw before you start summoning these 72 demons in the Ars Goetia. Now, in the Abramelin, absolutely not the case. The Abramelin ritual is 18 months. I mean, it's not easy, but once you get in touch with your holy guardian angel, which is the first aspect of this text, once you get in touch with your holy guardian angel, you can summon these dark entities via what your holy guardian angel tells you, basically. There's no elaborate circles, nothing you have to stand in, no precautions, and there's absolutely no banishings in this either. So if you understand Grimoire Magick, there's always a banishing ritual at the end of summoning dark entities. No, it's not happening here. There is no banishing ritual in this book. They basically leave because they don't like you. So, according to this text, this ritual, which is 18 months long, a lot of prayer work, weird diet, all that other stuff, incense and oil, which, again, some of the properties are psychotropic, which might make you hallucinate to a certain degree. But anyway, no banishing ritual. Again, that makes no sense to me that there's no banishing ritual in this text. I've studied grimoires for a long time. I have several grimoires, and there's always some kind of a banishing. But here, there's no banishing. You summon these guys via, what your, holy guardian angel tells you, and you don't have to banish. Kind of weird, kind of strange, kind of an enigma of, ritual or ceremonial magic. It's kind of weird. So I love this book. Okay. And again, I've did a fucking whole video on this book, but it's a very interesting text when it comes to Grimoire Magick, because this is a grimoire. Okay. And the first part of this book is just a story that they say it dates back to, the 1400s. But again, the original manuscript of this book is in Germany in 1608, 1609. So there you go. But this is the best copy. I mean, Georg Dean is the best copy you're going to get on this. The S.L. Mathers book is good, I'm sure. But again, the magical squares. There's magical squares in this book, which I'm not going to get into, but a lot of those in the Mathers copy were like just left out or incomplete. This book is supposedly complete with this, and it's 18 months, so it's not easy. This is not an easy ritual, or it's not an easy ceremony. It's just there's things in here that just don't correspond to other grimoires, which is what I'm saying. Which is kind of it's kind of the reason I like this grimoire. I mean, it's not easy, but again, you don't have to do an elaborate circle. You don't have to do an elaborate circle that's going to take you a long time to draw, because of a lot of your elaborate circles are, in Hebrew and all that stuff. So there's nothing of that. There's nothing corresponding to that in this. So a lot of prayer work, yes. Restricted diet, yes. Celibacy, yes. But again, there's weird things in this book where it's, sometimes you can't have sex. So it's interesting for a read. It very much is interesting. So if you want to get into the Abramelin or Grimoire Magick, this is like the weirdest grimoire I've ever come across in my research of grimoires. I mean, I don't have every grimoire, but this is definitely one of those that is a definite oddity. And there's a lot of occult scholars that don't even want to talk about this because it's so much of an oddity that it kind of doesn't make sense. It just doesn't go along with the whole system of Grimoire Magick. And that's what I'm saying. So, happy travels. Subscribe to my channel, Occultium Veritas. I'm going to talk about all kinds of weird stuff. So, happy travels. Good luck. And if you do this, you attempt to do this, let me know. Take care.